Okay.
Okay. People like to do what other people are doing. So there was actually an experiment in, I think it was Las Vegas, and this was really cool. So they took a random sidewalk and they roped off a line. So
Hmm.
like, and then they put a sign in front of the line. It said, line starts here. It was just random out on a random sidewalk. There was no indication of what it was, where it was going. It wasn't even outside of a building or an entrance. It was just random in the sidewalk. So
Okay.
they wanted to see how many people would get in line, having no idea what it was even for. Within a few hours, nobody got in line. So they took somebody, they put him in the front of the line, and they said, stand here, but you can't tell anybody what this line is for, okay?
Okay.
So the second that they put somebody in line, within minutes, people started to inquire about it. Hey, what is this for? Where does it go? And the guy standing in the front of the line said, I don't know. I just saw the sign, so I got in line. Wouldn't you know it? People started lining up behind him. And
Wow.
within a half hour's time, the line literally stretched down the sidewalk because, again, people like to do what other people are doing. And they actually took this a step further. They instructed the leader at the head of the line to go down the street, go into this building, and go through like this little maze. And they even told him, you know, if you see a piece of tape on the floor, jump over the piece of tape. Take your hand and put it on this rope over here, like where it was. And so he would go through this building, see a piece of tape on the floor, jump over it. Everybody behind him would jump over the piece of tape. They
Okay.
would follow the leader. And again, it just goes back to the fact that people like to do what other people are doing. You can even use a good story is actually Apple had a problem when they actually came out with their first laptop. You would pull the laptop out of your bag and you would need to know what side was right side up so that you can open it.
Hmm.
So they had the logo facing you so that you knew it was right side up. Well, to the outside world, that logo was upside down.
Yeah.
So what they decided to do was reverse the logo so it's harder for the user, but to the outside world, it's a clear indication that this is Apple,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And when you start seeing more people with the Apple logo, there's trust associated with that because if other people are doing it, I should be doing it.
Yeah.
And that's one of the major branding things that they did to help grow their business. So it goes back to social proof. Always show people the experience that people within your niche are having, your customers, people you're serving, and don't expect it to see return right away. Like it takes time, like I said, consistency to build that trust.
So, man, I absolutely, first of all, that's fascinating to me because I love hearing the case studies and test groups and different experiments like this. I mean, it's just so powerful and it really just goes to highlight how important social proof is. So how do we take, we understand that social proof is critical, right? So how do we apply that now as real estate investors, as entrepreneurs? How do we apply that in our businesses?